Hello everyone. Today's video, the fight's just been announced. It hasn't yet. It's Thursday morning right now, 7:59. Doing this video before the kids get up. So the fight's just been announced. This is going to go out as soon as it's been announced. So it should be about 6:10 now, because the fight's getting announced at 6. And if it doesn't get announced soon, it's tomorrow. Then the first 30 seconds of this video is pointless. But anyway, I'm boxing Arslanbak Makhmudov. So basically, we'll go from the beginning. We can get a box record. Yes, after the Johnny Fisher fight, people said, "Why did you tell me matchroom?" First of all, I had to. It was part of the contract for taking the rematch. Secondly, I think I would have done anyway. I worked with Matchroom now on off 10 years. My first fight with Matchroom was October 2015. So yeah. So I had a 2-fight deal with them. So straight after the Fisher fight, I said to Ed, "What's next?" He said, "Look, we might go Sheffield. We might headline in Sheffield." Since that time, for a little while, I thought, Ben Eubank, September 20th, I might fight Jamie TKV on there. Apart from that, though, that was it, really. There was nothing other than headlining Sheffield, which I was really happy with. When I think Sheffield Arena, I think Kell Brook, Nazim Hamed, to headline that, like, dream, really. Been boxed on Kell Brook undercards for years. I think I was on 4 or 5 of them, so I never thought I'd headline it myself. So I'm over the moon, really. Probably more buzzing to headline there than the O2, Copper Box, France. So yeah, buzzing. So yeah, apart from thinking I could box on that bill, it's been Sheffield the whole time. In terms of opponents, we thought we'd box the British title, really. We thought TKV for the British was happening. Prior to that, I messaged Ed to say, like, who we're going to box. I said, "Can I box Chris Lovejoy?" He effectively told me to fuck off. And then I asked Lenroy Thomas Trilogy, also was a no. Tommy Morrison's son, I think called Kenzie Morrison, he's 21-1. I asked about a Polish guy, 35-4. Because I thought the first one after Fisher, I thought I might get one. Might get an easier one. There's no easy ones, but I thought, I might get an easy one. So I sent him these names over. Creatine in my coffee. So I thought, I might get an easy one. But that quickly, I realised that wasn't going to happen. And we pretty much decided on boxing TKV for the British title. I think the fight was, we agreed the fight. So as long as the British Boxing Board of Control sanction it for the British title, I'm going to box TKV in Sheffield for the British and Commonwealth title. So everything was good for a few weeks. And then the board put out that they wanted Fraser Clark to put TKV for the British title, which I thought fair enough. Can't really grumble at that. But yeah, fair enough. But now what? So I messaged Ed, what's happening now? Who will we box? He said, you can still box TKV if you want, but not for the British title. To which I said, I'm not really bothered about that, to be honest. I said, if we're not boxing for the British title, and I'm going to headline Sheffield, and we want to fill it, I said, can you get me someone, like, if I win, puts me on the world stage? To which he said, of course we can do that. That'd be good for the show, if that's what you want to do. And I said, yeah, I'm 33. I've lost 7 times. I'd rather be in the best fight I can possibly be in. So if you send me some names over, me, Jay, and Nige, we'll have a look and we'll pick one, basically. So he sent over a bunch of names. I'm not saying all 5 of them was agreeable to boxing me. Some of them might have thought that was above me. Some of them might have thought, well, don't really want that. I'll wait for something bigger. But he sent over Tony Oka, which, to be honest, I had no interest in. I boxed Yoka before. I'm not really rematches. I'm not really into rematches, actually. I've had a couple, but Yoka beat me, and anyway, I didn't fancy boxing Tony Yoka. The next one was, I think he's called Alexis Barriere, Canadian fella, 12-0, 10 knockouts. And to be honest, he's really good, but I just thought no one really knows who he is. There's nothing to gain for me boxing him, and he is really good, so that one didn't make any sense. Otto Wallin, Southpaw, who can box, I thought that's not a good match for me. Nelson Heiser, I did think about, and then obviously Arslanbak Makhmudov, who fucking terrifies me, to be honest. So it was either Heiser or Makhmudov I was thinking, so I went and watched them both, and I thought, if I beat Makhmudov, I thought that'd be the best win of my career. And because I know he's been beat twice now, but if you look for his record, he's been stopping fighters that people would say were better than me for years now. You know, he beat Rafael Agapajori when he was 15-0. He stopped Michael Wallace, Marius Vak, Erkan Tepe, Dylan Carmen, Sam Peter. Sam Peter way past his best, but Jonathan Rice. So you look at them and you go, wow, like, he's good. Beat Takam on points, had him down twice. That's Carlos Takam, you know. So beat by Caballero, no shame. And Vianello beat him. He had a bad eye, but Vianello was the better man, to be fair. But this will be the best win of my career, definitely. Makhmudov had a lot of amateur experience. He's a good fighter, to be honest, really good. And I thought, you know what? I think Heiser's good as well, like, really dangerous. But I just thought Makhmudov, if I beat him, no one can say that I'm not a really good fighter. So I went back to where I said, yeah, I boxed Makhmudov. And he was like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yeah. Because if we're going to headline Sheffield, why not? Why not? Effectively, I thought, I do have a deal where if I get beat, I can come back to an 8-rounder and then possibly try and box the British or Commonwealth or the Fisher trilogy. So, say trilogy, the third Fisher fight. So, but I just thought, yeah, Makhmudov might not be clean out. Possibly he does. I think he'll be a favourite. But if I beat him, I can box a Wilder, Parker. I can actually beat in them fights, and people go, yeah, you're probably going to get beat, but just beat Makhmudov. And they beat Fisher before. He's in good shape. You know, it's not. He won't be laughed completely out of town. People go, oh well, he'd be a good fight there. So this for me is about getting a win over a really good fighter. If I beat Makhmudov, I'll be really proud of myself, and I could say I did beat a good fighter. He's really dangerous. He's big. He can punch. A few of his sparring partners that are my friends have messaged me and said, wow, like, he can punch really, really hard, and he's strong. And he's really physical. Bit slow, there to be outboxed. Doesn't like a body shot, all the rest of it. But yeah, going to fight as an underdog, and I like that, to be honest. I like being the underdog. I feel less pressure, I feel really up for it. But yeah, that's it really. So yeah, the fight's on. I'm nervous about it. He's a big, intimidating looking fella, you know. I'm not really bothered that he's a big, intimidating fella, or that I've got to fight him. But the fear in me is he does punch. He will come and try and take me off. And they're the reasons I think I can beat him. So yeah, as I sit here now again, I don't think I'm world-class heavyweight, but if I beat him, I think people have to start saying that I'm a good one. And I think stylistically, I've always said if anyone comes to have a fight with me, I'll beat him. And he definitely will. So I thought while in Southpaw boxer, I thought, good boxers with good movement that are tough. always looking for a hard night. This fella might not be clean out, but he's there to beat it back. And I'm pretty clever and tough, and yeah, I think people, I don't see how anyone can moan at it, really. I weren't allowed to box Ludrow and Leroy Thomas, but I could have definitely had an easier fight. But if I'm going to headline Sheffield Arena, I might as well do it fucking properly, I thought. So yeah, hopefully win this one and go on to a big one. If not, I hope to stick around a bit longer. But as long as I'm entertaining and in good fights, and I'm going to be in good shape and good game plan and good frame of mind like the last two. So yeah, I think it's a good fight. I hope everyone's happy with it. I hope everyone's looking forward to it. And get you all up to date with my training and stuff. It started really, really well. It'll continue to, because if I don't, I know I'm going to get knocked out. To be honest, that's the top and bottom of it, really. So yeah, Dave Allen, Arslanbak, Makhmudov at Sheffield Arena. Can you believe it? Because I can't, actually. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching.